This is the Holy Shekel Crypto Gematria Torah code scan, or Bible code scan. And today we have verses for each price of Ethereum. Tuesday is the day of Ethereum because in English Gematria the word Ethereum has a numerical value of 95, and the word Tuesday in the standard English Gematria cipher also has a numerical value of exactly 95, so it works out well that way, in Ethereum being Tuesday. And the three currencies that are used are US dollar, New Israeli shekel, and the euro. And the price is found, the Ethereum price for each one. And then the Bible code scan goes. And then I look for verses or words or phrases that have the same numerical value as those prices. And this experimental work, hopefully over time, may show some kind of pattern, may show some kind of message in the way of the Bible codes. This is just an alternative, a new method of calculating or computing Bible codes and seeing if interesting information can be gleaned from it. So here it is. Ethereum for Tuesday, July 21st, 2026, which is Yom Shlishi, the third day of the week, the seventh day of Av, 5786, the Parshat is Bet Hanan, and the Daf Yomi today is Chullin 82. So Ethereum has a price of $1,900 and $1,939.55, $1,939.55 for USD. For the Israeli shekel, it's roughly three times that. So it's 5,916.59, 5,916 shekels and 59 agorot. And for the euro dollar, it's 1,700 and 24 cents. $1,700 in euro dollars and 24 cents. And so now we look at the Bible code scan. What did we find? So for the US dollar, so if you've been following this new work, this Torah code scan, you see it's still taking shape and form, meaning that there's different methods used to calculate it. There are different kind of scans all the time. It hasn't really set in yet a formulaic way. So sometimes I scan in, like in my Gematriatized Bible, I look at just the digits, I read them forwards and backwards. Sometimes I go into my database and I look for Gematria, values, for Gematria values of words. And so today I went into my Torah Gematria database and I just typed in the verses, and then the prices brought up each verse exactly. So that might be a method I might do for now, or it might change every day. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how this goes. It's all very experimental. So the USD, again, $1,939, $1939, you could say. Okay, and 55 cents. So you type in 1939, and if I type in 1939, what do I get? I get a verse in the book of Deuteronomy, in Hebrew, of course. So, I mean, you could do it in English too, but I happen to do it in Hebrew. I think it's more original, more authentic, the original language. Okay, so 1939 is exactly the numerical value of this verse. Deuteronomy 14:17, chapter 14, verse 17, it says, V'haka'at v'eta rachama v'eta shalach. We're talking about birds that are kosher and non-kosher. I think that these are non-kosher, but you can look up there to see for sure. But basically, this whole verse is just three different birds. V'haka'at, they translate it, so I'm just using the translation, it's Chabad. Maybe other translations have it differently, but these three birds are V'haka'at and the pelican, V'eta rachama and the magpie, V'eta shalach and the cormorant. That is the USD version of the Ethereum. Now, it was $1939, but it's 55 cents. So what do you do with 55? 55, basically, it's its own thing. You have to say whatever comes to mind that you can think of as 55. So right now I can think of the name Lois and Michelle spelled with only one L. That is the 55. Cloud. Those three things. Michelle with one L, Lois, and Cloud. I might think of more things, but we'll keep it there for now. I think piano is also 55. Piano. Okay, next. Now we're looking at the new Israeli shekel. The new Israeli shekel. Let's have a look here. The new Israeli shekel, the price was 5,916 shekels and 59 agorot. So let's get the 59 out of the way. 59, what comes to mind? Melanie, Jason, and I think Joanne. Yeah. Joanna or Joanne? I have to find out. I'm going to find out for a moment. I think it's Joanne though. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, Joanne. Very good. Joanne. 55. 59. Okay. Lemon. I think also. 59. Of course, melon. The same. Okay. The Ethereum price being 5,916 shekels and 59 agorot, 5916 equals the entire verse in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36:26, which is V'natati lachem lev chadash v'ruach chadasha ten b'kirbam v'asiroti et lev ha'even mibsarchem v'natati lachem lev basar. Famous verse. And I will give you a new heart and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the heart of stone out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. That's Ezekiel 36:26, and that in Hebrew equals exactly the Ethereum price today when it was checked at 4:16 p.m. Israel Standard Time. 4:16 p.m. these prices were checked, all of them. So 5916 equals again Ezekiel 36:26. ונתתי לכם לב חדש ורוח חדשה אתם בקרבם והסירותי את לב האבן מבשרכם ונתתי לכם לב בשר. Okay, and now for the euro. What did the euro bring forth? The euro price for Ethereum today on July 21st, 2026 at 4:16 p.m. Israel Standard Time was 1,700 euros and 24 cents. That equals, so let's get the 24 out of the way. Off the top of my head, I can think of a name, Ian. The English name, maybe it's European also, Ian, I-A-N. Could be English too, it sounds like. Ian, 24 is also, I think Cat is 24. Cat, you have a lot of them here in Jerusalem. And Ian. Maybe someone has a pet cat named Ian. Anyway, 24 cents, 24 equals those two names. Cat and Ian. Okay. But as for the dollar amount, 1,700 brings an exact verse. This is it. Vayetze Moshe me'im paro vayetar el Adonai. That's Exodus 8:26. So Moses went away from Pharaoh and entreated the Lord. And that's what Ethereum brings forth for today. This has been the Holy Shekel Crypto Gematria Bible Code Scan. I usually see Torah Code Scan, but in this case, I'm actually saying Bible Code because it's the whole Tanakh. Because this today had a verse from Ezekiel, which is not Torah; it's the prophets. But at any rate, this is the scan for Ethereum today.